seriousness, just keep your head down.
Yeah, I am.
Keep them right over our heads.
Go for it.
Second share. That was for me. They shot him and they shot back. Yeah.
Where are you shooting?
Notice they just shot it.
Where are you shooting?
There's a building just beyond the edge of the wall. I've seen muzzle flashes come from there.
So we're looking for a place to stay. We've been told we couldn't stay at the headquarters. There's too many people, and so now they're sending us out on our own. The problem is there's only 6 of us. And we are in very hostile territory. And we are nowhere near any other Yepigay. So Boz went up to talk to Bagak about it. And they're looking at the house right now. We can hear gunfire in the near distance. And this is just right down the road from the Americans, where they said the Daesh was massing for an attack. So we're gonna have to definitely be on our guard tonight.
Razad, what are they saying on the radio?
Sorry?
What are they saying on the radio?
They are thinking about irrelevant things.
Well, the house that we were meant to stay in just exploded. The house they directed to just blew up. So I think some little bastard has told them that there's people in this house.
Well, we're not very far from them right now, so maybe we should...
Quite often they send 2, man. They send one small one, then one big one. It's a normal tactic of theirs.
Daesh's bad news usually comes in 2s.
The small one goes in, blows up, everyone gets confused. The big one goes straight through everything and blows up everything.
I'd been in Afghanistan. I was with the Army. I was with the 10th Mountain and 101st Airborne. And we lost all the drones. And that was in 2014. And they took all the drones and they sent them to Syria. And that was when I first really drew my attention to what's happening here. This is a lot bigger than just a small civil war. I'd been in Iraq in the Navy. I'd been in Iraq as a war correspondent embedded with the Marine Corps, and I was specifically embedded with 3rd Reconnaissance Marines in 2005 for the majority of their 7-month deployment in the Fallujah Anbar province, and it was a really difficult 7 months, and that's really where I saw the rise of ISIS, I think, come from. You know, is our destabilization of Iraq and just the failed policy of the Middle East for 120 years anyway. I mean, it's it's a long-standing problem that America stuck its, ignorant feet into and made a lot worse. So I felt really kind of after participating in what I felt was an illegal invasion of this country, although Saddam was no doubt a tyrant. He was a tyrant installed. So anyway, when I went to Syria, it was really because I felt like, we had helped create ISIS through our horrible foreign policy, and I had helped participate in that, both with propaganda and in the United States Navy. And so, I just felt like as a supporter of freedom, knowing what was going on, I felt compelled, that I had to go and do something about it. And so I quit my 6-figure job, and I was filming for National Geographic. I was filming this show, Wicked Tuna. I helped start the show. I'd really worked my way up into a very successful career, but just looking at the world around me and just seeing just how messed up it was, and watching ISIS and not understanding Orientalism. And I was a victim of that. And I was a producer of propaganda for that. And, the YPG really helped open my eyes to that.
Hey, seriously, don't fuck with it, dude. It ain't worth it. You got a cigarette on you?
Yeah, maybe.
You make out you totally have my pants down. It's a good thing Bob said put your shoes on because we're going out. Dude, you notice right when you crushed that soda can, fucking bullet was in?
Yeah.
Dude, you said that's a bullet. And I was like, yeah, this is fun. Hey, Mom. Hey, Grandpa.
Hi, honey, I love you. I'm being kind of careful,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah, Brisky's keeping him safe. This has been doing some stupid shit.
Well, the camera on my camera on my rifle doesn't work when I fire.
Yeah.
So I got to go to mouth position. Go for it.
After coming back from that experience, knowing the amount of people that I was directly able to impact and save, we were able to save hundreds of people's lives. And the program that we started is still going. And they're still teaching combat medics to the YPG and to the SDF, and they're actually putting combat medics into every platoon. Coming back from that, not being able to work anymore because of PTSD, not having my family, I got the Dear John letter while I was there and lost my family. I came back and I sold all my surfboards for counseling, and she wasn't going to leave her boyfriend. So, I ended up living in my RV, and I was just completely just destitute, or just PTSD really took over. I was having really difficult time sleeping and functioning around people. And even then, I would tell you the same thing. It was worth it. Whatever I've gone through, whatever discomfort that I live in now, there's hundreds of people alive today living good lives because of that effort. And that's what, that's just with one of us. So when I think about myself and my own personal suffering, or what I personally give up for the better of this world around me, who am I to be so selfish to keep it all, or to say, that what I gave, I wish I had more. You can have a really easy, comfortable, safe life, but at what point are we willing to look across the street and see our neighbor suffering and turn our head? And at what point do we uninvolve ourselves from society around us as active members of that society? And people don't have to do the great extent that I went through. That was my personal karma from taking part in killing innocent people in the United States military, and we killed a lot of innocent people. We blew up apartment buildings, all kinds of shit, dude. I just didn't understand that our country did that before. And most Americans don't. Unless they're in the military, they don't understand that it's called collateral damage.
Okay. Can you get a ringer?
Everything in Rojava, northern Syria, in the autonomous region, is feminist based. So it's all equal. It's like everything's equal. For every male, there's an equal female, and not just in. They're not just standing there. I mean, I'm talking the general in charge of the assault for Manbij was a woman. She was the one in charge, and there's 2 men and her that were in charge of the assault, and each had their different areas that they were in charge of. She was in charge of the front. She was the boss. The YPJ, the YPG, the SDF, the autonomous region, it's really an amazing place to be, to have been, to participate in, because until you're really in an equally balanced society, you don't realize how imbalanced we are everywhere else. I think it's an interesting, perspective to consider. And so being there really opened my mind to that. Until, and here at home, I get frustrated in America, and people are like, yeah, I don't know if women should be in the foxholes, though, if one of them gets shot, all the guys are gonna da-da-da. But I seen those Yepajay girls hauling a Bixie the same size as her, going right up to the wall and putting a belt down. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give a fuck. The best snipers were the Yepajay girls. They're calm on that rifle. I came on their level, and I volunteered with them on their level, and there's this love, like with any soldiers. And if we stop for a second, especially Americans, Americans just think they're so damn great because we got it good here. It is. We got it good here. And there's a lot of hard things, and there's a lot of bad things, and there's always things to be unhappy about, but we got it good.
2 shots, 3 shots, and get down. You're not sure if there's fire.
I ended up in Iraqi prison. That sucked. They were torturing people in there. That was freaking awful. We were packed in 90 of us into a 16 by 30 foot cell. It was not comfortable. and for a while, I was the only Westerner in there. So, there's also, a certain amount of just discomfort, not speaking Arabic and being, that tightly confined.
All right, we just got ambushed, got attacked in our position. So we ran to the second floor to return fire, and my weapon keeps functioning.
What are you going to do? You're going to sit back and just think that you want to do something great in your life, or are you going to get out and do it? And if you're going to get out and do it, there's consequence. And sometimes that consequence comes with pain attached. And I got into Syria, and I didn't think I was going to get out. I thought I was going to die there. And I thought in Manbij, fuck, this is it. I ain't getting out of here. And I was so sad. I'd never, ever taken the time to get to know myself. How are my kids ever going to know me? Because I never, ever took the time to know me. And I'd rushed around my whole life for this job and this car and this house and these clothes, this status, and how other people looked at me. All this life, I worked for National Geographic. I'm the man. I didn't make all this money. Look at all my cool shit. And it was for shit nothing, bud. And I was there in Manbij, and the fucking jets bombed a building next to me, and the building I'm in just felt like putty. And I thought, I'm gonna get buried alive in here. And all I could think about was that I didn't ever know myself. And so when I came back, I didn't realize, like I said before, how bad my PTSD was. When I made it back out of Iraqi prison and and off that airplane and through customs and through FBI interrogation and back here. When I made it back, you know, like I dedicated myself to fixing that, to getting to know me.
Is this your grandpa? It's your father? Okay. Can you hold your baby? Okay, we're gonna take your baby to the hospital, Nakwashani. Okay? You come with me, okay? Come with me. Come. Okay, we got this little guy feeling better. See, he's okay now. We got him okay, alright? Come on, little guy. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, photo. Yeah. America can see how Daesh hurts children. Tayala? Oh. Okay. This is the result of a bad airstrike. Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. No problem. We send Nakwashani to mom.